Friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while, but we're back. We're better than ever. Welcome. I think my plan right now is to do like a weekend vlog. I'm off Thursday through Sunday this week and next week, but anyways, I just need to get back into vlogging. I have taken miscellaneous videos like literally the last few months. As always, I think every time I go on a hiatus, this is how my next video starts, but I obviously have not compiled a video for y'all, like a complete video. So maybe we can do a little weekend vlog this weekend. Today, I woke up, I did a little 15-minute Pilates video, which I didn't think was gonna do a lot for me. That shit hurted. Then I took Poppy on a walk for a little bit, just to get her outside and get some more steps in. Then I went to a lash appointment. I got brown lashes this time instead of black, and I think they're really cute and they go well with my hair, so I think I'm gonna keep that up. Then I came home and picked up a little bit. We had some laundry on the table and the kitchen really desperately needed to be picked up, so I did that. Now I'm going to sew. I have recently, I've had a sewing machine for I think 2 years now. I got it not last Christmas, but the Christmas before, and I've like dabbled here and there with it. What did I make first? Oh, I made a memory bear out of my husband's old fire department shirts because they just compile them over the years and then they just get put in a drawer. So I did that. That came out pretty cute. I made my mother-in-law a memory bear out of her dad's shirts. And then for Christmas, I made me, my husband, my sibling and their partner, the cat and the dog, all stockings. And then I just got a wild hair recently to make my husband and I matching accessories with the dog for our family crawfish boil. So I made myself a scrunchie, my dog a bandana, and then my husband, I sewed a pocket on a shirt for him. I also made some other headbands and things for other people for the crawfish boil. But it just reignited the spark in me, and I've kind of, I don't want to say lost my passion, but I don't want to be only selling crocheted items because I feel like you have to reach a certain demographic. Like not everybody wants a crocheted stuffed animal, and I don't make wearables or bags or anything. So I've been wanting to add sewn items to my inventory. Oh, I also made some book sleeves a while back as well. Anywho. So I got some more patterns for stuff. I think I got a Kindle sleeve, a wristlet, keychain / wallet, bookmarks, and then some like like makeup bags and stuff. So what I'm gonna do today is I have the patterns printed that I can print. Most of the patterns just tell you what measurements and then you cut squares out of it. So I'm going to use the fabric that I have at home currently to kind of make prototypes of those items and see how they come out. And then tomorrow, if I'm feeling up for it, not that I expect to feel bad, but if I feel like I want to go spend money, then I will go to Hobby Lobby and get some more fabric to maybe get some inventory up for my next market, which is May the 4th. Maybe I'll make some Star Wars stuff for that. I have some Baby Yodas made already, crocheted. But my last market, which was last weekend, I did not do good. It was a 6-hour market. I think I made like $160, which yes, is good. And I made back my booth fee, but for a 6-hour market, that was not great. And all of the prep that I had done for that market, I don't think I really sold anything that I prepped for it. I sold a lot of Leggy Froggies, a lot of Octos, which is weird because those were items that I'm hoping just sell out and then I'm not going to continue to make them because they have not sold. I even lowered the price of the Octos, which is maybe why they sold. I don't know. But it was just a little frustrating because it was also so cold and so windy, and setup was at 7 a.m. even though the market started at 10. So it was just a little crazy. Anywho, all of that to say, I'm getting into sewing. So that is the plan for the evening. first item's done, and it's definitely not perfect by any means, okay? If you watched that video of me cutting the fabric very closely, you would know that I'm a very chaotic seamstress. So my fabric wasn't always straight or lined up or the same size, so just keep that in mind, okay? So here's the Kindle case. You can see at the top where it's a little uneven, I believe. I don't know, I can see it. I also decided to put stick-on Velcro. I definitely should have sewed it on, but it was sticky, so I thought, you know, it would work fine. So that's what I decided for this one. There is an option to do like a button and a hair tie, but I liked this option better. So there is this pocket up front, which could fit the Kindle itself. I do have my old one in here. Let's see how big the pocket is. Yeah, that's how the Kindle would fit in the pocket. But it just slides right in here. Velcros, but every time I pull it up, it like tries to rip the Velcro off. I did do the same fabric inside. Like I said, the measurements weren't phenomenal, so no judging, but that's the first item. And obviously, like, when I start making things to sell, I'm going to take my time more with them instead of just going all crazy. But I just wanted to see like how difficult it was to make each item and stuff like that before I really like started making them. Also, something that did not help is I made protein coffee today, and the bottle of protein, the protein shake, said that there's the same amount of caffeine than in a cup of coffee. And what I did was I mixed it with my coffee, and I didn't overdose on caffeine, but I definitely had too much caffeine. So I've been a little jittery. It's okay. We're gonna blame that. Also, the, not batting, but just the liner that I have in this is super stiff, which is good and bad. Every time I would flip it, it would wrinkle. You can't tell. I can tell. It just isn't very user-friendly. It's the cheap stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna eat dinner because I need to get this caffeine out of my system. And for whatever reason, I keep burping the eggs that I ate at 9:30 this morning. And I don't like that very much. So I'm gonna have some taco soup. And then we're gonna move on to our next pattern. Also, all day I've been listening to this Animal Crossing noise jazz, and it's just a vibe. To give y'all a life update, but I just want to show you this tea set that I got at an estate sale today. Tell me that's not adorable. It's so cute. And I got it for $12. Poppy, do you mind? She's about to be in crackhead hour. Sorry, I want to show you all the tray. Isn't that adorable? I looked it up. I couldn't find the exact set, but someone was selling like this brand. I think it's Stafford. I don't remember. But someone was selling like a tea. Not teacup. What the heck is this called? They were selling one of these, just this, not the whole set, for almost $200. So I got this for $12 measly dollars. So I feel like it was a steal, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but definitely probably have tea parties now because it's so cute and deserves to be used. So I was thinking of the word teapot, just couldn't come to my brain. All right, we're back at our favorite spot, the bookshelf. And I wanted to update y'all just kind of about everything going on in my life at the current time. I have a sneaking suspicion that Poppy's going to try to get up here in a minute, so just ignore that. So, I don't even remember what the last thing we've discussed was. I'm kind of just going to like hit different categories and update you there. So with work, I was working as a paramedic on a construction site, and I still am doing that, but I have moved out of the department. Do you mind? I have moved out of the department that I was in, so I'm now in the quality department. I will still respond to emergencies and medical stuff if needed, but that's not my primary focus anymore. So that's going good. I work a lot less now. We're expected to work pretty much every day, except for every 3 weeks I get 4 days off, like Thursday through Sunday. Most Sundays we didn't work, but some Sundays we did. So I was potentially working like 2 weeks or more in a row, and my shifts are, I say they're 12-hour shifts, but they're 10 hours. But I would leave my house at 5:40 and I would get home past 6 p.m. So I just counted it as a 12-hour shift because I was gone the entire day. Please excuse my dog. She doesn't want to be quiet. So now I just work my weekdays. I go in at 7 instead of 6:30, which, crazy enough, like just that little bit of extra sleep has helped so much. And then I no longer work weekends. So that has helped regulate and like make my life more normal. So I appreciate that because it was very bad. Getting to the point where I was willing to like accept half the money that I was making and looking at other jobs. Anyways, that's been resolved. School-wise, I last year decided that I wanted to go to nursing school, which that has been an on and off decision over the last several years. I've just always backed out because I convinced myself that I'm going to hate it. A lot of my friends are nursing in this area, and the healthcare profession has just changed so much since COVID. Like, no one's like actively telling me not to pursue nursing, but I know a lot of them are miserable, so I've talked myself out of it. Or I found a job that I thought I liked and was gonna stay in that career and then change my mind, whatever. I did some prereqs last semester. I did one I took a winter mini, which was stupid. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on my channel before, I don't remember. But it was just, there was stuff to do every single day. It was during the holidays, like Christmas and New Year's and stuff, so I had family in town and I did not want to do homework, so I didn't give my 100% to that class, but I passed. And then I had 2 more prereqs to finish to qualify for an associate's or ADN program. So I'm doing those right now. It's microbiology and AMP2. So I'm taking both of those lectures this semester along with the labs, all online, and it's going. They're not my favorite classes. With how my life has been this semester, it hasn't been the easiest, but I've managed to keep at least B's in all the classes. I'm typically an A and B student, but at this point, I have just decided that B's are good enough. In February, I took my TEAS exam, which is essentially what the HESI was. That's just what's required in, I don't know if that's all over, just in Texas, but that's what's required to get into this nursing program that I'm applying for. I got like a 78 or something on it, 75, maybe 74. I don't know. I did very, very bad on the chemistry part. I'll say that right now. I have not taken chemistry in 10 years since high school. And my intention going into the test was to see what it was like, take it, and then if I didn't get an 85 or above, which is what I wanted, I would retake it. Well, things at work went really bad, and just out of spite one day, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. I won't be able to retest anytime soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply to nursing school. So I applied with that grade. My GPA is good. My science grades are good, or my science GPA is good. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I hope I get in. But I did have one of my old professors that I'm still under because I'm not categorized as nursing yet, call me to essentially make sure I paid my tuition, all the stuff that they have to do, and basically told me to apply to a bachelor's program somewhere else because the ADN program was getting too many applications and the BSN program is at an all-time low of applicants, I guess, because it's just easier to apply for the ADN program. And I don't know why, but that set me in like this mental spiral of thinking that I'm all of a sudden not going to get in, which I know there are people that have better grades, have better GPAs, so I could just get knocked out, and that's understandable. But I'm in the waiting period now. Well, I've been waiting. That was the problem with submitting my application so early, is that from like mid-February to April 1st, I was just in limbo. And now since April 1st, I've been obsessively checking my email because any day now I'll find out if I get in or not. The deadline was the 1st, and then we'll know by May 1st because there's like other things we have to do to get in to like guarantee a spot in the program. So it has been miserable like waiting on it. If I don't get into the program, I'm going to take the rest of my prereqs for my BSN and just apply for a BSN program because I do plan on going for my bachelor's, but I had too many more prereqs to finish, so I couldn't apply for that program this year. So if I don't get into the ADM program, I'm gonna take the rest of my BSN classes and then apply for BSN next spring. And then on the topic of fertility treatments, that also is dependent on whether I get into school or not. So if you're new here or haven't seen the few sporadic videos, what are you eating, girl? Where I've talked about it, my husband and I started seeing a fertility specialist last April. This month will make 2 years that we have been unsuccessful in conceiving naturally. We had an IUI in October of last year that failed and took off a few months just to kind of reset and get everything figured out. When we went back for some retesting and stuff, it was recommended to us that we continue with IVF. So we decided to wait a few months on IVF because even though my insurance does cover 80%, we still have to meet like our out-of-pocket and our deductible and everything. So we were still gonna owe like a hefty chunk of change prior to starting. So we decided to wait a couple months and save up for it. So we've been doing that. And then I was trying to figure out like where my priorities were regarding just all of these life events that are in the process right now. And so we decided that if I do get into the program, we're going to just save up and wait and pay for IVF out of pocket next year to where I would have the baby after I finish school. So it'd probably be like next summer or later. And then if I don't get in, we will continue with IVF this year. So that's kind of where we're at regarding that. And really, I think that's like all like the major life updates that I have. I did a market recently, like I said earlier, that wasn't super successful. I haven't really been reading. It's back and forth for me. I know that I went kind of ham at the beginning of the year and then fell off, and I always do that. If I read too much too quickly, then I will just not want to read. But also it just depends. So I've been planning for this market for a few weeks, and I've not been wanting to waste any time reading, which yes, I could listen to audiobooks while I crochet. It's just, I don't know, I'm very picky, and especially after listening to graphic audios, when I go back to a normal audiobook, I'm miserable. So, okay. The last book that I read was Onyx Storm in February. So I read The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden, Forged in Blood, Fourth Wing, Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, Iron Flame, Kingdom of the Feared, Onyx Storm. That's not 9. Oh, poop. Counting books that I absolutely have not read. I share my Kindle library with my friend, and so it was pulling books. I've read 7. So The Boyfriend, Forged in Blood, Fourth Wing, Kingdom of the Cursed, Iron Flame, Kingdom of the Feared, and Onyx Storm. So, I mean, that's still decent, but I'm pretty sure I'm behind. 3 books to get back on track, yeah. Oh well. I have been wanting to pick up a book lately, but just recently I started feeling like mentally capable of doing such things again. It just really has to do with how much time I have. And now that I'm in a different office at work, I'm in a cubicle and I'm in the management building. So I have to be very careful what I'm doing at my desk. I did have like Kindle pulled up on my laptop screen the other day, and that was kind of a good way to read. But for whatever reason, I just get so tired reading at work, and I'm really trying not to be falling asleep at my desk. So I don't know. Because I figured with all the free time I have at work, I can get my reading done during the day, and then when I come home, I can do my crafts in the evening. But, you know, I'm just not trying hard enough. So, yeah, I think that's it. I have been rambling on and on for a while now, but I was trying to do this while my stomach settled because the caffeine made me feel like poop, and then I ate way too much, way too fast. Then that made me feel like poop, and I didn't know if I was going to sew anymore tonight. But I think I'm going to, so. That's my life update. If you would like to know any more about any parts of that, let me know. Obviously, if I get into nursing school, you'll follow with me through that. And if I start IVF, you'll be with me through that. So I did, if you've made it this far and listening to me talk this much, you'll have noticed already that I've rebranded my channel, and that's just because I have way too many interests and way too much going on to only have this as like my business or crochet channel. So just from here on out, it's going to be what my plan is to do, is there may be like specialized vlogs here and there, but just to be like weekly vlogs of every aspect of my life, school, crafts, reading, all that stuff. So I hope that's okay with y'all, because if not, I'm so sorry. That's just the reality of it. But anywho, I'm going to drink some more water and get back to sewing. I have a new craft setup. I had all my stuff in our game room, which was originally supposed to be our game room, but we didn't have another TV in the house, and my husband just had a laptop, so he would play in our living room. So of course he lets me get into all these crafts. That becomes my craft room, and then he wants to move his gaming stuff in there, so I've been evicted. The same estate sale that I went to yesterday, I went back to today and got this desk. I also got a little chessboard, which I'll show y'all later, or checkers. But I figured this desk would work perfectly here for my sewing machine and stuff. We also went to Walmart and Hobby Lobby, so I wanted to give you a little haul real quick. So I got a brand new printer. My other printer has been crapping out on me for at least the last year, if not 2 or more. So because I use it to print my patterns, to print labels and stuff like that, I just figured it was time for a new one, and I bit the bullet and got it. So I got a printer, paper. There was nothing on the box that said that the printer came with ink, so of course I bought more ink, and it did come with ink, so luckily we're ahead there. I got some cardstock for labels or like tags for my items that I plan on printing out. Then from Hobby Lobby I got batting. I don't know if this is the correct batting. I don't know what I was supposed to get, but I got this. It's like a smaller size and it's medium. Where did I see that? Medium loft. I'm assuming that means like the thickness or something. I have no idea, but we got that. Then I got a candle because this is our favorite scent and we've been out for a while. My camera's gonna die, but black and white thread because that's what I use the most. I got a couple different sized zippers just to try out some bags, and if I can figure them out, then I'll go get more. And then I got more fabric. So real quick, I got this design, which I've been super inspired by my tea set, so I thought this was super cute. This one, which was also really giving springtime. There's like flowers on it. I don't know. My husband picked up this one because he said, and I quote, "Bitches love bees," which they do. So, sorry, the lighting gets really crappy up close. And then I got this one, which I had seen online and just thought was super, super cute for the spring. Just some little peaches. And that's it. So, I'm going to finish up my prototypes that I started on yesterday. I did finish the Kindle. I have the other stuff cut out, but I have not sewn anything except for the bag. Haven't cut that out yet. So, I'm going to work on that. And then I will talk to y'all in a little bit. If this is a better angle or not. I look a mess. Anywho, So I've made my next item. I need to practice. Okay, I'm still not perfect, but it's this wristlet with a little wallet on it. The wallet, obviously, there's some stitches up here that are super crooked, or right here that are super crooked, and then like it's not the most squared off. But I did install the clips. I don't think you could fit a card in here. We'll work on that. And then I just finished the wristlet part, which also could use some work, but super cute. I just love this fabric. I think it's adorable. So now on to, oh, I didn't show you all the bookmark either. Hold on. It's literally just straight. I don't really know if I like it, but it's a little big. I feel like I could probably make it about that length, and that would make more sense. So now on to the bag, which I'm kind of intimidated and scared about. And I'm gonna use like other fabric. I'm not using any of my new stuff. Document this in case I absolutely like destroy my sewing machine. I had to shorten the zipper. Now I had to put the zipper foot on, which I did not know was a thing, and apparently it is. So we're gonna be sewing that on. I'm scared. I don't know which side to go from, so we're just gonna hope for the best. YOLO, I guess. Hold up. What are the normal settings for a straight stitch on a Brother sewing machine? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Here we go. I think I did that correctly. Slay. We'll see. How I said I don't think I did this correctly. I didn't. I didn't have the inside and outside parts facing each other like I was supposed to. So I figured this was going to happen. So now we're steam ripping and I get to practice all over again. Something's off with the dimensions of these. I don't know if it's because it was two different types of fabric. I don't know. But the inner lining like seems way too small. And it could be because I put batting on it and like I'm doing the non-quilted version because I didn't feel like doing straight lines, so I'm kind of just trial and erroring at this point, which I really shouldn't do. I should just follow directions and then my life would probably be a lot easier, but why on earth would I do that? All right, I just finished dinner. Not perfect by any means, okay? I want you to know that this has taken time off of my life, I think. And I'm about to make another one, so can't be that bad, I guess. We have some imperfections here, okay? This, because I should have left enough to fold over. There's also a hole. There's a hole here. And I think that's it. Anyways, super cute. I did learn things making this, but that shit hurted. So we're gonna make another one. I'm gonna go for the medium this time, just a little bigger to start off. I know how to make it now, so it should be a little easier. And I'm not going to put the batting this time because I think that that was part of the reason that this turned out the way that it did. So I'm just going to do the interfacing and then leave it at that because I really don't think the batting added that much to this anyways. It wasn't like very thick. So I'll probably end up doing the same colors just because I do have extra of this. So yeah. And me learning how to shorten a zipper didn't matter anyways because of this. So yeah. I've managed to make one that doesn't have holes all over it. It's a little uneven in parts, but I did it. So, woohoo! I think it's very cute. I love it. But I will not be making another one this evening. I'm running out of zippers because I only bought 4 today. And it's just too much. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to make another wristlet that's not messed up. I did take more time with this fabric, like making sure I was cutting it out slowly and accurately. So I'm going to try to do that and make some more stuff. Guys, sorry if my AC is super loud. It just came on. Actually, it's my heater because Texas weather can't decide what it's doing, and it will be cold enough in the morning that our temperature in the house will drop. Like it was just 67 and we sleep with it at 70. But then in the middle of the afternoon, it'll be like 75 degrees because I'll forget to turn the heater off. What the heck? I just got up, had some breakfast, and it's actually the 1-year anniversary of Freya passing away. If y'all have been here for a while, you'd know that was my old dog. She got super sick last year, and it was just time, so we put her to sleep. It's the 1-year anniversary of that, and I'm a little bit sad today, but we have Poppy now, and she helps. So, I think what I'm gonna do is do my prototypes all one more time and then start planning like what I actually want to do for my market. I just really want to make sure I have everything nailed down. I think my biggest issue is going to be the bags just because there's a lot of detail and stuff, but otherwise I think I'll be good. So that's the plan for today. Alrighty guys, we're gonna go run some errands. I ran out of interfacing. I thought I had more. Turns out it was just iron-on adhesive, which I don't need, but I had 2 packs of. I don't know. I'd just be buying stuff sometimes. And then I have another roll of something else that doesn't have a package, and I don't know what it is, and it doesn't stick to anything. So I'm thinking it's just like interfacing that you have to sew on. I have no idea. We're gonna go get some more of that. We're gonna get some more zippers, some fabric scissors because I have my like clippers that I use for threads, and I have my like rolling cutter thingy, and besides that I'm using old kitchen scissors that are dull as fuck, so we need an actual pair of fabric scissors. And then I was thinking of the bags that I'm gonna make. I've only been using kind of my scrap yarn or scrap fabric, and I didn't account for the fact that I need like an inside color too. And to be fair, I could use the same fabric I'm using on the outside, but I want that to last longer, so I think I'm gonna get some like white and some navy blue fabric for the inside of things. And then I think that was it on my list. I need to pick up my prescription, but we'll swing by on the way back and see how that line looks because I hate picking up my prescription. And I'm gonna swing by Starbucks and get a coffee. I'm starting to get a caffeine headache because it's 11 and I haven't had my caffeine yet, so that's the plan for this morning. Alright friends, we're back from errands. I am so out of the habit of vlogging that I keep forgetting to take videos in the stores and stuff, but it'll be fine. I told y'all where I was going. right after I got off the camera last time, I decided, you know what, my Starbucks order hasn't been started yet. I'm going to run to the pharmacy and see how bad the line is. There was no one in line. I thought they were closed, but they were not, and I got my prescription. So thank God I can make it another month without depression. Then I went and picked up my Starbs and then went to Hobby Lobby. So I got I got one more thing that I was planning on getting, but I thought about getting it prior to going, which was this to hold all my thread, because I don't have this many items, but right now I just have them in a, is that Poppy approved? I just have them in a little jar. You can't eat that. Not even a jar, just like this little thing on my desk, and they're everywhere. So I got this to organize them. So that's gonna go on the back of my desk. I got a bunch of zippers in different sizes. I just got black and white because we're just starting, and a lot of the fabrics that I got have white. So I got like 2 of everything white and then 1 of every size black. Just the sizes that I will be using for those bags, not anything crazy. I got 2 more of my fusible interfacings. I don't remember how much I had used prior to starting up a few days ago, so I just wanted to make sure that I had enough. Then I got some scissors. It was absolutely insane because one of the brands I looked at, they were $30. And now I understand why my mom and my grandma would get mad if we used her sewing scissors on paper. I get it. So I got these. These were $5. These will do. And then I just got 3 yards of white fabric. I didn't really want to get the navy because I didn't think it would match multiple items. So I just got white. We'll go back and get more if we need it. But that is what I got. I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and eat lunch now or just kind of work through lunch. I just bought another pattern for coasters because I put my coffee on my desk and I don't want it to ruin my desk, so I'm going to make a coaster. So I'll have to let you know how that goes. But that was what I got from the store. I should be keeping these receipts, and I don't think I have been for my business. So we'll have to find somewhere for those to go. But anywho, that's that. I'm going to make my coaster and then update y'all later. I'm sorry this was turned into just like a sewing vlog, but I hope you enjoy it. So I guess I'll put in more clips today. Yesterday I was scared because I'd already recorded so much sewing that I didn't want to overdo it, but oh well. The only other thing I've been doing is in the evenings when I'm done sewing, I just go and play Animal Crossing and watch TV. So if I remember, I will record that later. Okay, it's been a few hours now. I had to do some homework and get my life together, but did I say a few hours? It's not been a few hours. Maybe it has. I don't know. Anyhow, I finished my coaster. It's my first time like really working with batting for quilting. I don't hate it. I obviously need to work on my straight lines a little bit, but it's not the worst it could have looked. So now I have a place to put my starbs. I'll probably do a bookmark, a Kindle cover, and then go ahead and bookmark, Kindle cover. I'll practice another scrunchie, practice another bandana, like practice one of everything I've already done, and then get down to business. It is Monday now. I think I might have talked to y'all yesterday morning. And then my friend called and asked me to go to get drinks, and no, I talked to her Saturday. She asked me Saturday to go get drinks. And we hung out and talked for a while, and then I had some friends come back here. Well, I had her come back here. And I had 2 frozen mimosas while we were out, and then I had 2 like vodka crayons when we got back, and for some reason that absolutely wrecked my stomach. I went to bed at like 12:30 Sunday morning, and then I woke up at 3:30 with like just that heavy acidic feeling in my stomach, and I had eaten before I drank, and it was over 8 hours that I drank 4 drinks. Like, it wasn't like I was just throwing them back, but I guess the sugar or something got to me, and so I was up until like 10:30 in the morning, and then took a nap, and then yesterday I literally just bummed all day. I sat on the couch and played Animal Crossing all day just because I wasn't even really hungover. I just didn't feel great, and I've been having some stomach problems recently. I don't know what the issue is. I thought it was because I bought some like Biotin hair, skin, and nail with collagen vitamins, and it called for 3. A serving size was 3, and I thought that was very interesting because I've never taken 3 of a vitamin before, but I don't know, whatever. So I stopped taking those yesterday, but I'm still having some residual tummy troubles. I don't know if it's because I'm still dehydrated and my body just needs more water. I drink a lot of water every day, and when I'm off work, I actually drink less because my routine is thrown off. Because I get up in the morning, make liquid IV. I drink that on the way to work, and then when I get to work, and then after that I have my coffee, and then I usually have several more bottles of water. When I'm not getting up at 5 in the morning, I'm already behind. So I think that's probably the problem. Anywho, I had a decent day at work today, and I'm off again this Wednesday through Sunday, which it's Easter, or Thursday through Sunday. It's Easter weekend, so I won't have much to vlog this weekend. So that is all for my weekend with me vlog. Poppy is losing her mind right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that it's been a while and that I've made big changes to my channel. I just hope that you all hang around. I'm still going to be crafting. That's still my go-to hobby, so it just might look a little different coming up. But otherwise, let me know if y'all want to see more sewing stuff in the future. I'm sure you will, because that's my new hyperfixation. If y'all want to see some like gaming stuff or Animal Crossing, I've never figured out how to like stream my Animal Crossing, but I could probably figure that out too. So just let me know. Thank you so much if you've stuck around this whole time. This was a very long video, and I apologize for that, but also welcome back. Anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.